Hello everyone and welcome back to another X4 Foundations mod video. By now you're probably a bit disappointed by the deployable items you have in the vanilla game. While laser towers and mines do well enough for what they do, the normal and advanced satellites kinda leave you wishing they did more, especially once you get your trade network going or just have a bunch of sectors unlocked with ships all over the place being harassed by pirates or any of the other factions. Well, thanks to one of my favorite X4 modders who goes by the name I Forgot My Socks, we have an amazing mod that has grown quite a bit and added some welcome functionality and pretty awesome additions to the selection of deployable devices. So, strap yourselves in while we take a look at the Sector Satellites mod. When it comes to the regular satellites, all they're really good for is a cheap alternative to the advanced versions. They have a shorter range, but they pretty much do the same thing as their advanced counterparts. They let you listen in on radio communications to and from other ships, display ships within their range on your map, and perhaps most importantly, keep trade information up to date on all stations within their range. That's all well and good, but this means having to deploy multiple satellites in each sector, even if you use the advanced versions. With this mod, just drop a regular or advanced satellite in a sector and you'll always have up-to-date trade information on all known friendly stations in that sector. Since you only need one satellite in the sector, you also won't have the problem of your game trying to track a bunch of ships whenever you open up the map. This should help out anyone who might be struggling to maintain a decent frame rate on a weaker system. The price of advanced satellites over the regular ones never really made much sense to me in the vanilla game, considering their range wasn't anywhere near proportionally greater. Thankfully, this mod throws in some new features that justify that higher price tag. When you deploy an advanced satellite in a sector, it will send out detection probes that will reveal any stations in that sector. Once the stations are all fully revealed, the probes disappear and the advanced satellites can then be retrieved if you don't intend to leave it and then later deploy it elsewhere. In the early game, I typically have a ship deploy one to reveal hidden stations, then I have the ship pick it up and deploy a regular satellite in its place. You can use another mod that I have linked below to make your ships collect the satellites on their own. On top of that, and giving up-to-date trade information on all the known stations in its sector, advanced satellites will also add anywhere from 5 to 7 additional mission offers to stations in the sector. This should make finding missions to raise your reputation with the faction a lot easier. Now, as of this video, Sector Satellites also includes 3 other deployable items. The first is a hostile detection satellite. If all you want to do is monitor a certain area for enemies, then this bad boy is for you. It works like a regular satellite, except it doesn't provide any information on the surrounding area until a ship comes into range. When that happens, the satellite automatically activates. When a large or extra large enemy vessel is detected, you get hit with an audio alert, a notification message, and a logbook entry that you can click on to show the location of the enemy ship on your map, since these capital ships usually mean more than just a little trouble is on the way. The next deployable added by this mod is the Interdiction Probe. These devices cripple the engines of large and extra large ships when they're within the probe's range, so it comes in handy when you're trying to board a ship and need to keep it from escaping. Right now, the probes have a range of 8 kilometers and only activate when the player is in the same sector, though this may change in the future. To use it, you basically get in range of the ship you want to disable, then drop the probe. It takes a brief moment for the probe to finally disable the engine, so if you're going after a moving target, you may need to deploy several of them before the engines finally go offline. Also, since the probe does do damage to the engines, any affected ships will turn hostile towards you if they aren't already. Right now, they don't seem to get upset enough to start attacking you right away, but they will once you actually start attacking them. Last but not least is the survey unit. These things are sort of like the advanced satellites on steroids, but only temporary. Yep, they do their thing, then they disappear. Once deployed, the survey unit will split up into survey probes which will scan the sector in pretty much the same way the advanced satellites work. Unlike the satellites, however, survey units can also reveal abandoned ships, data vaults, gates and highway entrances, and even lockboxes. If anything new was found, a notification message appears and a logbook message is created listing what the survey unit's probes located in the sector. Although they do disappear, deploying a survey unit and a regular satellite to keep trade information up to date is still cheaper and does more than deploying just an advanced satellite, at least by default, but I'll get back to that later. Once you start generating some income, these are definitely worth using once you really start exploring all your sectors. Just bear in mind that you will miss out on the additional mission offers the advanced satellites generate if you go this route. Now all this is great, but if you need to make some adjustments to the mod, well, you can, thanks to an optional configuration mod you can install along with the main mod. With the configuration mod, you can set which satellites are able to spawn detection probes to discover stations and or gates, and modify what survey unit probes can or cannot detect. The mod author has stated that more configuration options will be added in the future depending on the feedback he receives. It even has a list of future plans for the mod, like detecting shipwrecks or identifying those disguised pirate ships. The author is rather active and seems to really care about feedback, so if you like the mod, be sure to let him know, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to post those as well. Just be as clear and detailed as you can though. Saying something like this needs to be balanced better doesn't help as much as something more like item A should be a little stronger to match up with item B to be more balanced, or something like that. So just bear that in mind. Now this is already a popular mod, but I'm sure some of you might have never heard of it, or might even be using older versions of the mod that lack the current features. There are some other details I left out as they're mostly one-offs, but you can find out more about the mod by visiting the mod page. The link, as always, is in the description below. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you have any suggestions for mods you think people should consider using, be sure to let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, I'm Mark, and I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, you know what to do. Peace.